You guys know that here in this group we have 5 principles. Our 5 principles are: who are you listening to? Right? Are you following the people that you want to emulate? Another one is coachability. Are you coachable? Are you willing to get feedback to better your life? Are you willing to look at some of the things that are going on in your life and go, maybe that's why I'm getting the results that I'm getting, and do some changing up? We have the process of growth, and that talks about the different elements that we go through psychologically, emotionally, when we're going through a growth process, and we're always growing. The 4th one is be, do, have. And then our 5th one is immersion. And you guys, that's one of the reasons we meet every week. Okay? Because the principles that we're teaching, some of the things that we talk about in this group are not always how the world is functioning. And in order to change a habit, being immersed in that new habit is really important. So if that means you come here every week, if that means you're reading books, if that means you meet somebody in this group that's like-minded, the minded way that you want to be, and hanging out with them, spending time with them, being around, right? Jim Rohn says you are the equivalent of the 5 people that you hang out with. So how are you immersing yourself in this mindset, this abundance mindset? The typical mindset out in the world, you guys, is lack. What do we look at? We look at the unemployment rate instead of the employment rate. We look at all the political things and everyone bashing everyone else. I haven't seen a post lately that said, hey, I didn't vote for Trump, but I appreciate the presidency. Right? We don't see that. That's not getting a million hits. Right? So when we look at the world around us, it's typically functioning in lack. We desire to create an atmosphere where we're functioning in abundance. Right? We thrive. Okay? So today, last week, if you guys remember, I started talking about something, and then I go, okay, that was a really cool talk, but that wasn't what I was going to talk about. Well, all week I knew what I was going to talk about, and then yesterday I had an experience, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's what I'm going to talk about today, because that's what's poignant. So what's really cool about that, you guys, is it's for this group, right? I believe in divine intervention, that we can have our plan, and I can have an agenda, and when God shows up and says, hey, somebody that you didn't expect is showing up for the group, and this is what they need to hear. And so I just go with it. So I want to talk about our principle, be, do, have. And the first part of that, you guys, is the be. Okay, so when we be something, it will inspire us to do something, and then the result is inevitable. The having is inevitable. So I don't have to toil to try to get rich. I don't have to toil to try to grow my business. I don't have to toil to try to get new people in my business. I don't have to toil to fill a class. I don't have to toil to build a team. I don't have to toil to create clients. I don't have to toil to do all that. When I be something, it will inspire me to do something, i.e., put a post on Facebook, or hire a particular coach, or put a particular ad in a particular place. And then the result is inevitable. So it's all about the being. And so, for those of you who haven't been here before, one of the things we also do, we have this group, and then we also have little smaller groups that do different things, and one of the things we do is a mastermind. And there's a lot of different masterminds out there where people come together and they say, oh, this is my business, this is what's going on in my business, and this is where I'm stuck. And then people contribute back to, oh, this is a good marketing thing, or this is a good app, or this is a good something to help you with your business. Well, our masterminds are a little bit different. And we go all the way back to the original mastermind of Napoleon Hill. And then we also bring in a little bit of Neville Goddard, and then we live in the dream fulfilled. So I started a brand new class yesterday, and it was rich, and it was amazing. And normally we do it every other week. And this group is like, can we do this every week? We want to do this every week. Which then just, of course, lit me up because I'm like, yeah, let's do it every week. Right? So I get in my car and I'm driving along, and all of a sudden I get this download. And God said, do you know that 1 hour of that is equivalent to 100 hours of doing?
Wow. I agree.
Right?
Wow.
Wow. Wow. That means if I sit in the energy of being something that I desire to be, but I put myself in the energy of already being it, I eliminate 100 hours of doing something to create what I want. Yay! Right? Do you guys get the impact of that? Right? And so often, because this is the one thing, whenever I teach on this subject, this is the one thing I get. So I'm just supposed to sit on my couch and meditate, and the money's just going to fall, and the phone's just going to start ringing.
Yeah.
Okay, believe it or not, sometimes maybe the phone might start ringing. But no, here's the thing. When we're being something, okay, say for example, my goal is to have 50 chapters of We Thrive, okay, all over the world, 50 chapters. So I'm going to live in that place of being the CEO of 50 chapters of We Thrive. And I'm going to talk about, guess what? We just opened our 50th chapter. We hit our goal. I'm so excited. I have to go to Paris. I have to go to Paris because that's where we're opening up the new chapter. And I talked about what it feels like to get off the plane in Paris. And I talked about what it feels like to be around those women who have been waiting to open their chapter. Right? I talk about that. I be that thing that I desire. I be that end result. I be that thing that is the dream fulfilled. I experience the energy of the other side of the goal. Right? Because if I'm chasing the goal, that's toil. Right? But if I'm putting myself in the energy and being on the other side, it's pulling me towards it. And so as I'm in that space and I'm driving along, I go, oh my gosh, you know what? I should do this particular post and I should put it on. Right? We'll just say I do a live. I get a download of a live that I'm supposed to do because I'm living in this dream fulfilled. And then I go, oh, that would be a really cool post. And then guess what? I do the post, and then Sherry sees it, and she shares it. And Sherry's friend lives in Paris, and Sherry's friend sees it. And then she calls back to Sherry and goes, where did you get that? Who is that person? Like, what they're talking about, that's so cool. I want to do that here in Paris. We need something like that here in Paris. Right? So it wasn't like I was meditating on my couch waiting for something to happen. I'm living life in the energy of the dream fulfilled. I get an idea. I follow through with the idea. Guess what? The have is inevitable, you guys. It's cause and effect. And this is science. This is what I love about this. These aren't some woo-woo like, hey, I really hope it happens. Let's just throw a penny in a wishing well. This is science. Science, one of the what is it? Is it Newton's law? I don't remember. I'm going to have to look that up, which really smart scientist guy came up with the law of cause and effect. When there is a cause, there's always an effect.
Every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
How smart is my kid? So every action has an opposite, equal or opposite reaction.
Yeah, that's even
Which is cause and Newton got it right. Cause and effect, you guys. So I have two choices. I can cause with toil and work really hard and figure out how to market right and go through all these different things and take some classes on how to do the right thing and hire the right people. Now hear my heart. If you're prompted to hire that person, hire them. But we don't hire them with the desire to get something. Does that make sense? Do you understand the difference between doing something to get something and doing something because you're prompted to do it? Because you're living in the I already am? So, just like what I was talking about in the very beginning about the environment that we're typically in the world is a lack environment. Are you being abundant? Are you living in the state Are you being an abundant person? Are you looking at a choice in your life as an abundant person? Right? My daughter and I didn't always live this way, you guys. I come from huge lack, which is why I teach this, so I can remind myself all the time. Seriously. So I come from a place of lack. And so what did I teach my daughter at a young age? Lack. Like, oh, well, how much is that before I buy it? Right? So she's going out of town, and so we're needing to buy some stuff for her. And so she finds this bathing suit top, and okay, women, how many of you is that a really fun experience? Not very many of us. There's a few of us that love it, but not very many of us love that. So when you find a really cool bathing suit, right? So Berkeley found a really cool bathing suit, and she looked at the price and she said, no, I don't want to buy this one. Let's keep shopping. I'm not a big shopper, ladies. I know, like, I have way too much testosterone because I am not a shopper. And so after, I think, 5 or 6 places that she drugged me to, because by the end of it, I'm like, please, just choose something, right? She's like, okay, I can't find anything. But in her mind, because I conditioned her to lack, she didn't buy what she wanted because of how much it cost. And I'm sitting there going, okay, Berkeley, I'm living in a new state. If you want it, let's get it. Like, it's beautiful. It fits you. You like it. It doesn't matter how much it costs. Right? So as we shift, and you guys, I won't say that the money came before the choice to say, buy what you want. Right? This is the be, do, have. I sat in the state of, okay, I'm going to trust that the money's coming. I'm going to save. It's okay no matter how much it is. I had to do that, and I had to purpose to do it a few times before I could do it in freedom. Right? So I acted abundant before the money came. I acted abundant, which prompted me to have ideas, which prompted my business to grow, which then the money showed up. Do you see how the financial resources were an effect of who I be? Because if I stayed in that place, when I have money, then I won't care how much that bathing suit top costs. I'll never get there because I'm still living in the maybe someday it'll show up. Maybe someday it'll happen. Right? Remember that movie, Build It and They'll Come?
Oh, yeah.
I hear that. Field of Dreams, right? Build it and they'll come. That is the perfect example of be. Know that it's going to happen. Right? And how do we know it's going to happen? 2 reasons. One, it's scientific and it's a law. The law of cause and effect. If you be abundant, you will reflect abundance. If you be successful, you will reflect success. If you be brilliant, you will start having amazing ideas. If you be, this is the result. The other thing is you're breathing. How cool is that, right? The fact that you're breathing is proof that your creative design is abundance. Like, how easy is that, you guys? Like, soak that in for a minute. Oh my gosh, that means I'm created for abundance. Every breath you take should remind you that you're created for abundance. Do you get that? How cool are you? How powerful are you when you recognize all I have to do is be this? All I have to do is tell myself that I'm this? All I have to do sometimes is convince myself that I'm this? All I have to do is believe something that I haven't necessarily have the habit of believing, but I'm going to choose it anyway. And then this has to be the result.
It's a law.
It's a law. How much easier does your life become? And then isn't it funner to do things? You guys know I love that word. Isn't it funner to do things when you're prompted to do it than, I gotta go get that thing done. I gotta get my my business plan's done. I gotta get this done. What if you actually sat on the couch and beed successful until you were prompted to do your business plan? Like, how much more fun would your business plan be? I don't love the sales stuff. I'm in the process of putting my business online, and I didn't love the sales stuff. Right? I didn't love writing out the sales page and doing all the stuff that you have to do when you click on this and you do all that stuff. I didn't love it. And so I just didn't do it for quite a while. And then one day I had this brilliant idea, and I needed to formulate this invitation. So it took me 2 hours to formulate like a 3-paragraph invitation. 2 hours, you guys, ridiculous. But can I tell you, at the end of that 2 hours, I'm like, that was so cool. Like, I want to do more of that. Why? Because it wasn't like I was doing it in the hopes that maybe something would show up. I did it because I got this download and I went, that has to happen. What do I have to do to make that happen? Okay, cool. I have to do this invite. That invite was so fun because I was prompted. It was coming from a place of being drawn by the dream fulfilled. Do you get that? I was energized by the fact that I knew it was going to happen. How cool is that? To just be drawn by something instead of going, hey, I'm going to do this. Okay. Right? And again, how much funner does life get when you know? Is anybody concerned about Christmas showing up in a few months? When you're out and about, do you like look at something and go, oh, that'd be a really cool present for so-and-so? Like, is anybody going to bed at night going, please let the sunrise, please let the sunrise, please let the sunrise, please let the sunrise? Don't think so. We're not sitting there going, oh my gosh, it's June 14th. It's June 14th. Christmas is 6 months and 11 days away. Really hope it's coming. What do I need to do? What do I need to do to ensure that Christmas comes? Are you doing that? What if your success was so secure? What if you knew in your heart of hearts, because of the fact that you breathe, that your success was solid, so solid, that you went to bed going, can't wait for it. Can't wait. Can't wait to wake up and see it. Can't wait for 6 months and 11 days, whatever. What if your success was that secure? How much funner would life be? And again, whatever you call this thing, I call it God. I don't think God created the human race and went, I think I'm going to give them a really shitty experience. Right? Because that would be an asshole. Sorry. That little one. But it would be an a-hole. Right? So one of two things. Either life, we were created to have a shitty life and God's an a-hole, or he's not and we have a misunderstanding. And if we just have a misunderstanding, can't we re-understand something different? How cool would that be to get in a state of mind where we re-understand something that actually makes us feel good and creates a funner life? To me, that's cool. That's awesome, right? And it all just depends on who you be. Who do you be? Who do you be? Ask yourself. Look in the mirror. Who am I being? Am I being successful? Am I waking up in the morning? So here's one of my vulnerabilities. So I like to meditate in bed. Sometimes with my eyes all the way closed. Until I have to get up. Right?
Well,
I
yeah.
have a really amazing friend, Marie, one of the leaders of We Thrive. And she was talking about how leaders just get up and they get ready and they do their day. And I'm like, yeah, I want some of that because I'm not in that place right now. Like, I'll wait until I have something to do to kind of do all that. So now she so graciously calls me at 6 a.m. in the morning and we chat so that I'm up and about. And I totally forgot. Oh, being. Because she was talking about being a leader. I'm like, okay, I'm always looking for ways to increase my ability to lead, right? I have a responsibility. I have been given the ability to respond to what God's gifted me with, which is We Thrive, my coaching business, my clients, that kind of thing. So I want to be the best and better and more and greater and more abundant and more flourishing in that position of leadership. And so when I have an opportunity to be something, to step into, yeah, you know what? I want to get up at 6 a.m. because I'm going to be that. And guess what? Every time it gets easier and easier to listen to the prompting to what do I do next? Because this morning I kind of a little bit wanted to go back to bed. I was like, I could, I have plenty of time. And God was like, go do that thing. I was like, okay. Went and did that thing, had an amazing day. Right? An amazing day because I beat. I woke up saying, I am a leader of an empire that spans across the world. I am. Which means I get to get up. And I get to be productive today. I am being that. So guess what? It's somewhere, right? I don't know if it's 6 months from now, a year from now, 10 years from now. I don't care. Because guess what, you guys? It's coming. And it's so much funner than when I started this journey going, oh, I hope this works. I hope people show up. I hope I make an impact. I hope they have fun. I hope they share with their friends. I hope people want to be here. That didn't feel so good. There were days that I would come here and I would be telling my husband, I don't know if I'm making a difference, right? Now, guess what? Of course I am. Of course I am. Because I'm beating that. How cool is that? It's so cool. It's so much fun, you guys. It really is. Like, and I don't know about you, but anything that's funner, count me in. Because I'm all about the fun. Right? I was telling Berkeley today, aren't you lucky your mom said fun? She said you're weird. And I said, you're fun. And she said yes. And I said cool. Funner. It's so much funner to live life this way. So, super excited. Talk about funner. You guys are about to get some funner right now. Because
Can I stop?
yeah, you can stop.